The question that I ask in the title of this video, in my opinion, is yes. I mean, is Karen entitled? Is Karen selfish? Does Karen act like the dictator of the sister circle? Absolutely. And I asked the question on Twitter. I'm still waiting on the responses though, but I just want to know, for those who are Karen supporters, how do you justify her behavior, the way she talks to people, the way she treats people, the way she acts in general? A lot of fans do think about the whole betrayal thing. It's like, well, hey, you know what? Karen's friends aren't real friends because they're hanging out with the girl that, stole her man, even though Fatima didn't steal Zach because at the time he wasn't Karen's to begin with. She was the one that discarded him in favor of Aaron, and then didn't get into her feelings until she figured out that Fatima and Zach had been seeing each other. Now, granted, I do feel like Karen would have felt some sense of reasonable betrayal because in season 2, Fatima was getting along with Karen pretty well. It wasn't until after the grocery store situation did she realize, oh, okay, yeah, so he's with you now, and he didn't even mention my name and this kind of all this crap. So yeah, at that point, I'm like, yeah, it's understandable why she would feel the way she feels, but it's like, well, you can't really be mad at Fatima because she honestly didn't know that you and Zach were a thing, because anytime he was about to mention his ex or whatever, she would cut him off. So at that point, yeah, I could understand the sense of betrayal, but betrayal doesn't necessarily mean you have the right to disrespect someone. I don't think that there's any justification for the number of times that Karen has called Fatima out of her name. Justify that. Please do in the comments. But I just feel like Karen is like, you're either with her or against her. It doesn't matter. Like, let's say the girls are at Pizza Hut and it's like a vote for, okay, what toppings do we get on the pizza? And like, let's say Karen says, well, I want to get pineapple, and then the other girls want pepperoni. She will feel the greatest. Oh, I don't know why I'm friends with y'all. Y'all don't want pineapple on the pizza. That's you'll never side with me. I feel like that's how it is. Remember at the fire at the salon when Sabrina told that story about how the girls ate some ice cream or something and didn't leave any for her, and she didn't talk to the girls for weeks, and that led to some drama. That's the kind of friend she's always been. It's like, if she is in her feelings over something, she just wants to cause chaos for the rest of the group, even if the group didn't even betray her. Every time they don't do exactly what she says or follow her script, then she feels like, she's the victim. Now, there have been times where I agree with her being the victim, mainly when it comes to Zach stuff, like when the girls wanted Karen to bail him out of jail after he took it upon himself to break into the hotel room and fight Aaron as they were about to have sex. There's no justification for that. That was stalker behavior and assault. He deserved to be locked up for that. Karen had no obligation to get him out of jail. But yet, Danny and Andy were telling Karen to get him out. So, no, Fatima did it. But yeah, I think Karen is selfish. She's a user. She's a manipulator. She doesn't want friends. She wants minions and servants. But yeah, I honestly don't feel any sympathy towards her in regards to things that are occurring in her life as a result of her bad choices. And let's be honest, your karma. If she wants to throw away the friend group because they're hanging out with Fatima, even though she said on several occasions herself that Fatima's a cool chick, that's her choice. But the thing about it is, like Danny said, just because you're about to be a mother to those babies doesn't mean you're the mother of the group. We're all grown ass women. And if we want to be friends with other people outside of the sister circle, then so be it. And Karen, you're just going to end up bitter and alone because the way you use people like Pam, if she ever opens her eyes, realizes her own potential, and decides to strike out on her own, you're up the creek. Because say what you want to about Pam, but she has been the only one who has been consistently there for Karen no matter what. So yeah, I think she's selfish. She's entitled. She's a brat. Plain and simple. Enough said. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you're a Karen defender, please leave a detailed answer. Don't just say, oh, you hate Karen, you hate black women. No, tell me where I'm wrong. Please explain why Karen isn't selfish, why she's not entitled, why she's justified to feel the way she feels. But remember, at the core, Karen made the choices she made. She chose to let go of Zach. She chose to pick Aaron over him. She chose to continue running after Zach, even though Aaron was in love with her. She chose to do this, that, and the third. She chose to have unprotected sex with two men in a short amount of time, leading to two daddies of these two babies. Karen is only reaping the consequences of her choices, just like with Michael. Zach chose to have unprotected sex with Heather at the strip club, and now he has a 3-year-old son. See what I mean? Consequences, people. Consequences. That's all I'm saying.